So I like doing photography. I like going out and shooting and taking photos, videos, stuff like that. But then when coronavirus hit, I couldn't go out. So I'm sat there thinking, okay, what do I do now? Like, I can't go out, and I still want to be doing something related to photography, like Photoshop or video editing. So I knew about like Fiverr and like freelancing websites like that. So I went onto Fiverr, and I've previously tried to make money on Fiverr, but I didn't get a single gig throughout that, like throughout a year's span of being on Fiverr. So I was like, okay, Fiverr's out of the picture. So then I look up Fiverr alternatives and I find AirTasker. The good thing about AirTasker is that it's restricted to, I think, Australia and the UK, and that's it. I think that's the only places where AirTasker is available. Competition is low compared to Fiverr, where anybody from anywhere around the world could sign up. So I make an account on AirTasker. Now the way AirTasker works is somebody posts a task that they need done. Now this can be remotely or it can be in person. Like in person would be like, or pick up this fridge for me and deliver it to my house, or move out my couch or something like that. But then there's a section for remote tasks, which means I don't have to see anybody in person, which is great. I started looking through the tasks and I saw this job asking for a logo. We'll call this guy John. Now John needed a logo, so then I made an offer. Now the offer was like 10 bucks, I think. Well, the budget was 10 bucks. So I offered 10 bucks. So I applied for this task, and then I don't think much of it. I'm like, I'm probably not gonna get this first time. 15 minutes later, I get a notification on my phone. John has accepted your task. And I was like, oh, okay. So he runs a TP company or something, which is like tents for little kids for birthday parties and stuff. So I whip up a logo and he's like, oh, I'm not happy with that. Okay, that's fine. And then he's like, oh, here's an example. He shows me the example. I go redo it. I send it to him. He's all fine. He's happy with it. 10 bucks just like that. Too easy. About half a week passes. I keep applying for jobs. I get another job. It's this lady, and she's asking for me to edit this video. This like 10-minute, 11-minute video. Basically what she wants is to cut it together so it's a bit more smooth, just like a YouTube video where all the ums and the stutters are taken out, just like that. And you know, bro, I made like 100 videos. I know what I'm doing. I know how to edit a video. It's so simple. No effects, nothing. Just cutting up the video, splicing it together. So I do that. After a bit of back and forth, she's finally happy with it, and 25 bucks. Now I also did increase the audio levels and like make it sound more full, and like I don't know. I just made the audio sound better, removed some background noise, and she tipped me an extra 5 bucks because I did that. So that was cool. Just going that little bit extra to make a little bit more money definitely says something about working. So, you know, I'm learning quite a lot about like the creative industry, not just so much, just working in general. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm like at 30, 35 bucks, 40 bucks. And then a few more days pass, maybe a week, I get accepted for another task. And she's like, okay, I have this logo, I need this in a higher resolution. So I'm like, okay, sure, I can do this. It was 50 bucks. There's a time limit on AirTasker saying when something has to be done by. I apply for it in the morning, right? And it was due 12 o'clock the same day. And I was like, okay, just resolution, I'll probably do this. She accepts the job at like 5 o'clock. I don't know about you, but I have to have dinner, I have to shower, I have to go to bed like at a reasonable time, like 9:30, 10, which only gives me like a few hours. And she sends me the photo. Now this logo is pretty low resolution, and I do know a few tips to get a higher resolution, but you can't really expect me to go from such a low resolution photo. So I improved it a little bit. I looked up a few YouTube tutorials. I definitely improved it, maybe like twice as much. It was a pretty decent improvement. I sent it to her and she's like, oh, it's still not good enough. So I'm like, okay, how about I just trace it with a high resolution brush or something? So I do that, right? I'm just making sure it's like as close as possible to the original. And I send it to her and she's like, this image doesn't look the same. Like it's not close enough. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there and it's like, I spent an hour on this, lady. I spent an hour tracing out your logo. I wake up and she's still not happy with it. So then I'm just like, look, I don't know what you want. You sent me the lowest resolution image. Why don't you just draw it in a better, like in a higher resolution, and then you can come back to me and I'll improve it a little bit. Basically, she just rejected the job. I didn't get paid a single cent. She rejected the job. I didn't get paid anything, which I think is a bit unfair because I spent a lot of time and I definitely did improve it. It's not like I just didn't do anything. I definitely improved the image as much as I could. I even retraced the entire image. Yeah, I'm not sure if I got scammed, but it was not a good experience. So then, another week passes. I'm definitely less active on AirTasker, but I still get a job. $50 for animating a logo into a cool little advert or something. I was like, I could probably do this. I'm just gonna cut the story short. She wasn't happy with it. I didn't think I did the best job. I didn't really understand the job too well, the task. But yeah, it was just probably wasn't best for me. I definitely think I did an okay job, but I think someone else could do better, like with like 3D animation or something. But yeah, I'm happy with letting that go. You win some, you lose some. But the previous task was just bullshit. Like then I think a few days pass. This uni student posts a task asking for her video or her presentation to be edited with some slideshows. It was pretty easy. It took like one revision. So I sent it to her. She wasn't happy with a few parts. Changed it up, sent it back. She's all happy with it, and I just got paid. So yeah, in total, I think I got $55 over many weeks. Like I'd say a month. But I wasn't like on there 24/7. I'd check in like once a day. But yeah, that was just a little story time, I guess. Just a process. It was, yeah, like I said, it was fun. Made some buck. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.